Hello everyone, welcome back to Oceanblock. I have done a little bit between episodes. Okay, I've done a lot between episodes. First off, I've tidied this bit up a little bit. We are using these storage monitors now instead of those item frames. Just think it looks a little bit neater, right? And also I put them right above the quantum compressor that they are there for. And yeah, we don't have a ultimate singularity yet, but we are working on it. And in fact, we have everything set up now. Why is that like that? Concrete. There you go, that's me hiding my work basically. But as you can see, I've blocked this area off here because behind here is the meat and potatoes of how all of this works. And yeah, everything, I've automated everything now. Yeah, I feel a bit bad. I probably should have done a bunch of this stuff on video, but yeah, these are all the new bits that I've added. And I've also just chucked them down here because I knew I was just gonna wall this off. In fact, if you look right here, I've actually walled off this whole area. So let me go over each of the new bits at least. So we did this one last episode. We got the Tesseract one. We actually have a Tesseract Singularity now, so that's pretty awesome. It does take a while. I kind of well, I didn't AFK. I was doing stuff this whole time, but whilst I was setting this stuff up, I did manage to finally get a Tesseract Singularity. So this one here, I've got some constructors from Refined Storage with crafting upgrades. I've got this construction block powder. Placed next to water is what it says. So right in the middle there is a block of water. And what that's doing is it's turning this powder stuff, construction block powder, into dense construction block. And then I've got this on the bottom, which uses the Silk Touch upgrades from Refined Storage to basically break those and bring it into the system. I can't remember who it was that told me about the Silk Touch. You can put the exchanging gadget through the setup. Let me go back up here. You can put the exchanging gadget in here, and it can only get Silk Touch. There's no other enchant it can get. But then what you can do is pull that over to here. In fact, it's still in there because I'm out of books, but you can see that it's got Silk Touch. Put it on a book. Get a bunch of books. I got tons of books, actually. Tons of Silk Touch books. And yeah, all of these have got Silk Touch on them. And all this is doing... Oh, and it's got a whitelist of only break the dense construction block. So that will bring dense construction blocks into our system. Let me go over... this is my HDPE FQ96. It's really hard to remember what it's called, but yeah, this makes my HDPE sheet thing. But I'll go over that in a sec. What I wanted to go over first was cakes. So we were going to think about cakes on camera this episode, but I kind of went off on one, as I said. And you know when you just zone out, and I zoned out yesterday, and I was just like, I'm going to finish this stuff off. So yeah, what this is doing is, if I open this up, you'll see that there's an iron knife in here. I think one iron knife is about as much as, if we want one cake singularity, an iron knife will do it. So I need to figure out a way of keeping an iron knife in here. Doesn't matter what durability, but what this is doing is it's got an item interface. Oh, no, stop. Cool. Item interface on this chest here. Logic cable and the player simulator, and then I've got the iron knife in a card with right click, right hand, not a continuous click. I think that was originally clicked, like ticked on, but it's not a continuous click. And I've also turned off check NBT because that's what the damage is, right, on a sword, on like our knife thing we've got here. Then because whenever you right click on this, so if I just right clicked and I got the knife, you can right click on that it will just place it down. But you also need to right click when it's got like a cake on it. So yeah, what this is doing is I've got a pipe on top with an upgrade on there for filtering. And all this does is it pulls out the iron knife. Doesn't matter what MBT it's got. In fact, I removed a bunch of, it was like MBT data in here. Yeah. So that pulls, that basically will put the knife down, and then this will pull it back into this chest here to be used again. But what this does mean is if we ask for cake, so if I do cake slices, let's do one more of those. It puts a cake on there, and then it uses the knife on it. And then that goes straight into our system because of this thing here. That's how I automate a cake. Although that is probably, yeah, it's running out drastically now. What's the next thing I did? I think the next thing I did was this soaring factory. So right now this is doing sawdust. It's making loads of sawdust. I've only got two things in here, which is the oak log into stripped oak log, because remember we need that for the crate. In fact, it's probably easier to just look up Singularity. So that's not the one I was looking for. So the oak one, we've got this one now. I'll show you how I did that in a sec. So this is making sawdust blocks. So actually it's just making sawdust, and now I've got another recipe for sawdust blocks. And that's being exported into my system over there. This one is for the basic crate. So if I can find that. Basic crate, this thing. So these things need stripped oak logs. So that's why that's in here. It's not going to make one because I've already got a basic crate Singularity, I believe. Oh, what am I doing? I can also just do this and then teleport here. But I think it's over here somewhere. That's the sawdust one that it's working on. Here's the basic crate one. There we go. Got that now completed in the quest book. What else did I do? So, oh, actually, let's go back. Let's go back over to over here. The next thing that I did was this, which is creating us the vacuum tubes. So if you just see there, it's got such a cool animation. I really love immersive engineering. It's just such a beautiful mod. Yeah, it's too quick for me, but this will create all of the wires that you need. So I've got a wire thingy right here. So that just takes a copper ingot, turns it into copper wire. This puts all of these bits in here. We've got nickel plates already like auto-crafted, so that was easy enough. The rest is just glass and redstone dust, right? So we're all good on that front. But yeah, this automates making those vacuum tubes. In fact, we might have a vacuum. No, we don't. Haven't got the Singularity for it yet, but yeah, that's how I did vacuum tubes. Just these two things here. Not as difficult as I thought. If I grab the manual, this is the metal press. So this is this thing here that's making the copper wires, and this is. Can I shift right click this? No. I do know it's called the automated workbench. So this takes a few more like bits to make. There you go, see? So it does that one and then this stuff here. And that creates into this thing, and you can just feed it recipes. So I've got a blueprint in here with, I think it's going off the screen a little bit, but I mean, it's fine. This has got the recipe set for vacuum tubes, and yeah, this thing just makes us vacuum tubes basically. Easy enough. And then the final thing I did was this HDPE sheet automation. So for this one, I've got 2 biofuel makes 1 HDPE pellet. 3 of those makes a sheet. So what this does is I've got a electrolytic separator making hydrogen, dumping oxygen. and that's the hydrogen's being fed into this. Biofuel I've already automated as well. That's in my crusher in my compact machine. Just added the recipe for that. This puts in biofuel, which then turns that into ethylene. I might actually have too much ethylene. Might have to have a buffer tank or something, but that then pulls the substrate that gets made from the biofuel. So once we might not see it because it's so quick. Oh no, we did see it. There it is. That gets pulled into here. Ethylene and oxygen turn into one of those pellets, and then yeah, 3 of those pellets becomes a sheet. So if we go back into this bit, this was disconnected for ages. I just realised I broke one of the cables by accident when I was setting stuff up. So, and so was this one. This one's nearly done though, so that's pretty cool to see. And in fact, I'll go to my quests. I have been pulling them out as I've been getting them, right? So, sawdust, vacuum tube, HDPE, sheet singularity, and then the last one is this premium coal, which is coming along. I gave it a boost earlier, which is I put in this power pot here, I put the Inferium seed, so that's making us lots of Inferium. 64 stack of it every 3 seconds, is that? Every 4 seconds. So pretty good. But yeah, so that's what I did between episodes. That was a lot to cover, so yeah, sorry that I did a lot of stuff without you guys. I was just kind of in the mood yesterday and I just decided to crack a bunch of stuff out. But yeah, this is sort of blocked off so no one can see it. Let me pop down to here. So remember this room? I kind of set it up a little bit more, and also set this bit up. If I look out here, it's got like, it looks like this room here basically. I do need to put some windows in, so I'm actually going to go do that now, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright, there we go. How does that look? I think it's maybe a bit too many windows. Might block these off a little bit, but anyway, kind of a cool little room we've got here. This room I'm going to dedicate to mechanism, because we do need to get into that for the, where is it? This thing here, we need polonium. Also, I did get a bunch of amazing comments about the mechanism suit. So I should have gone mechanism if I wanted to go for the Chaos Guardian. I know not a lot of people will go. Actually, I think everybody would probably go mechanism first, and I was just a little bit reluctant for some reason. But basically, with a mechanism suit, you don't take any damage whatsoever with the Chaos Guardian, so you can sort of cheese it. I actually saw a video that came out like a couple of hours ago, maybe like 10 hours ago now, I'm not sure, but from Mr. Zam. I'm not really familiar with Mr. Zam's channel, so, but yeah, he seems to have done the Chaos Guardian using mechanism armor and taken no damage whatsoever. I didn't actually watch the entire video. I'm going to go back and watch it in a bit, but basically, we should have gone mechanism. And I was like, it's fine, we can skip mechanism because we're just going to go straight for the power cube, right? And then we don't have to set up a reactor and stuff. Wrong. I think we need to set up a reactor for polonium pellets anyway. So, and if we're going to make polonium pellets, we might as well make the armor as well. I'm a little bit miffed that the quests don't sort of point you in that direction. Like, you'd think if it's part of like the endgame stuff, it would say, you know, go off and make at least like the base tier armor from mechanism. But then I kind of think that they were trying to get people to go the way that I went, right? Which is using Draconic Evolution itself to defeat the Draconic Evolution bosses. But well, that reminds me, I do need to make some of this stuff. And actually, the chaotic bow and maybe the sword, I might go for the staff as well. If I have enough chaos shards. I think, yeah, if we to go for the staff, we'd need... Oh yeah, these take a few chaos shards as well, right? So it's 5 per one of these. I mean, that's over half a shard per one of these. And we need that for the sword. We're going to have to make a shovel. And we haven't upgraded our pickaxe yet either, so we need 1, 2. Or we could do this one, which only takes 1 thing to upgrade. Ooh, I like the look of that actually. I'll take less crafts. 2 large chaos fragments and then 2 small ones. And then one of these, which is like 5 of the large ones, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we are gonna sorry, getting a bit distracted. We are gonna go and do some more chaos dragon fighting because we need a few more shards. Eventually what we will do is be able to make the ultimate liquid tank, the creative liquid tank, and we can put the creative essence liquid stuff in that. And then we can use that to duplicate the shards, right? So chaos. So to make like this in the jar, you use 10 molten essence of creativity. Yeah, creativity. Some of this liquid mob souls. We got a bunch of this mob souls stuff. So back to this. There we go. And that will create 9 of the large fragments, which then turn into one of these, and then you get these for free basically with the essence. So we turn this essence basically into these 2 here, and then we can craft this up to, yeah. So in other words, once we get the essence, we don't need to go the Chaos Guardian anymore, but I still want to do it because I think it's quite fun. I want to try out all of the comments that you guys have made. So like setting your dislocator, you know, one of these things, setting it to a certain point behind a bunch of obsidian, and then whenever he's charging his laser and he's about to kill you, you can just, you know, set the thing to teleport you directly there, and then you won't take any damage. So, but once we upgrade this to chaotic, one of these 2, or maybe make the staff thing, we can go in and break the crystal straight away. We don't have to like wait for him to attack it and then, you know, use our sword to smash it. We can do it through the shield, which is very nice. Anyway, we need to get into mechanism. That's kind of what I was getting at in this thing. So the first thing we're gonna like head towards is polonium. And I have no idea how to make this, but I'm gonna try and figure it out. So let's bookmark that. We need fluorite dust, which if I remember correctly, fluorite is a bit of a pain. Oh, no, never mind. There's an essence for it. So we can make a seed for this. Brilliant. Cool. Okay, well, we'll make that seed. Is it difficult? Oh, I'm already on it. I was like, why is that not working? Is that if they removed the seed for this or something? So there it is. Imperium essence. Fluorite seed. Okay, we'll go make one of those. Let's go back to polonium. We need polonium. Makes sense, which is nuclear waste in one of these activator thingamajobs. Ah, we need a sheet for that as well. Cool. Well, we're already making those, so that's good to see. What else do we need? Nuclear waste, which means we have to set up a fission reactor. I kind of didn't want to set a fission reactor up. I was kind of going to do a skip, but it looks like we need to anyway. So I'm going to make a really small one, which will help because maybe, I don't know how much the power these make, but I think it's quite a lot. And we need to make this fuel stuff. Yeah. But what we can do is we can get this to make a bit of power for us, and then we can feed that into our system, and then maybe make a second power pot. I'm hoping this is like maybe 1 million RF. If it's 1 million, then that'll be ridiculous. Is it thundering out there? Ooh. Anyway, so in this episode we're going to get into that, and I need to go look it up, so I will be right back, and I'll bookmark a bunch of stuff that we're going to need. And we are back. So I set up a few things because I originally set it up over here and was rambling for a little while. So I decided, you know what, instead of rambling, I'll just go off and do a little bit of experimenting. I didn't look into any videos or anything. I just decided to wing it. And that being, I just looked up, like, I went to fissile fuel and was like, how do I make this? Okay, hexafluoride, uranium hexafluoride stuff. I was like, alright, how do I make this? Uranium oxide, that's simple enough. Just the chemical oxidizer with this yellow cake, which we get from the enrichment chamber. So I was like, that one's good enough. I'm going to set this up in a sec, actually. Then we got onto what's it called? Hydrofluoric acid. Ooh, actually, I got to this point here in the setup I've got right here. I forgot about fluoride. Okay, I need to go and figure that one out in a sec. But anyway, for this, we have to make. God, we have to make so much stuff. So first off, you start with. Actually, let me show you with this. Ignore the crafter that I've got right here. This one, you put in some what's it called? Sulfur Dust. So I've set up an autocraft to crush some of the sulfur I've got into sulfur dust. You put it in here. So sulfur dust. Let's make I don't know, that many. I'm gonna go off and make us loads. So we can grab a bit of these. Chuck these in here. What this will do is it will push into here. You're not pushing down, oh, because I forgot about that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that is now going up. So yeah, let's go over this properly. So we've got sulfur dust, which then gets turned into, when it actually loads again, sulfur dioxide. That plus oxygen, which we're getting from this electrolytic separator. I am dumping the hydrogen because we don't need the hydrogen right now. That's pushing down into here, into this slot right here. So this is pushing into here, this is pushing down. By the way, these dots, you know, that look like they're connecting stuff, you can just set whatever side you want for these, so it doesn't need to like connect. I think some of them might have that, like you need to connect to this one side, so it's sided business, but I know with most of mechanism machines they're not sided, even though they look sided with all these bits, right? Anyway, so that's pushing into this chemical infuser, making us sulfur trioxide, which is going into this one here. And with some water vapor, which we're getting from this rotary condensator, which is swapped the other way around. If you click this button here, it swaps this arrow from going in this direction to going in the other direction, the way it's shown right now. And that's making water vapor, which is being pushed into here. And that is, with the water vapor and the sulfur trioxide, making a sulfuric acid. I had a hell of a time with that because if we're going this, I was thinking I can use a purification chamber with some sulfur dust to make some sulfuric acid. But I don't think that's how it works. I think it's because this bit here, you might be able to use sulfuric acid in this bit here. I'm not exactly sure how that's working, but anyway, this is how we made the sulfuric acid. We need to use that sulfuric acid now with some fluorite to make this hydrofluoric acid. So I do need to go autocraft the fluorite. So let me be right back. Right, there we go. I did stick the fluorite seed in here. I had a fluorite seed actually. I think I might have got it from a quest. I think it makes 64 at a time. Might make more. Always happy to see if it's more. No, it's just 64. That's fine. Anyway, that's making 64 at a time. We can then now pop back down here. And oh, I went too far. Damn. I did put one underneath because I was doing like loads of stuff outside. I've got to remember not to go down from this one. Right, anyway, so over here, now we've got this sulfuric acid, we need to combine that in a chemical oxidizer. Chemical dissolution chamber. This one here. Oh, okay, that just pulled it straight away, so that means that these sides were probably already configured, which is all good in the hood, because now we can get some fluorite. Or yeah, that's going up nicely. So let's grab half a stack of that for now. That is going to create us hydrofluoric acid. I don't need to export into this. I mean, we could do the same here with crafting cards, right? That'll make us loads of fissile fuel. And then when the fissile fuel backs up, we can then, well, it's going to be backed up, so we're not going to push more in, right? Anyway, so that's making hydrofluoric acid. What's next once we've got... So now it's the uranium stuff. So chemical oxidizer, I think I've got one of those right in my hand. So we need the, I kind of want this here, and then this will be our end product one, which will make us the thing that we can put in the fissile thingy. Oh, we need two of these, because we need to turn the nuclear waste into plutonium. No, we want polonium. How do I make... Oh yeah, we need to put it in this. Okay, cool. Anyway, so for this one, let's get some yellow. So that will enrichment chamber half a stack of uranium for us. Put that in there. So this is creating hydrofluoric acid, this is creating uranium oxide. Now what goes in the middle? Another chemical thingy. Another chemical infuser, so let's use one of these. When it crafts, there it is. Should probably set up the... coming in from this side as well? You pushing out that side? No, one way. Hey, there we go. Now we're getting uranium heteroflux. Wait, what's it called? Yeah, tetrafluoride. So now we've got this. This just goes straight into the... Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. What's it like when you put this down? Okay, so we can grab this. That way I don't have to set up the, face of this or anything. I need to tell this one here to push out the front. Output gases front. Maybe this is wrong-sided. Yeah, the output is the front. That's so weird. Okay, let's change that to be... Wait, is that doing it? It is. Oh, hey. Oh, and it's out of power. Cool. So... Flux point. You gonna connect? No. I mean, that will have to do for now. Anyway, that's making us fissile fuel. I wonder if that's... It's got to be... Is that a liquid? Because if it is a liquid, then we can pump it into a tank. Anyway, that's creating us fissile fuel. And this is still going up quite nicely, so maybe that was enough of this stuff. But I'm going to get rid of this crafter, we don't need that now. Let's hook all of this up with some import and exporters, or at least importers, right? Or exporters even. Exporter. And then tell this to accept items from the top. Perfect. This one, accept items from the top again. That's perfect as well. And turn all of those off and it will still, yeah, this is items. This one is yellow cake. This stuff. Some crafting cards as well, right? So rafting. This is sulfur. No. Yeah, sulfur, right? Sulfur dust. Sweet. I'll just continue going until this thing's full. Lovely. The only thing that we need next is this one here, so let's do that. Actually, we needed that one, so let's... There we go. And that is for fluorite. And a crafting card. That is going up. Lovely. Look at that. It's automated now. So, what do we do with fissile fuel? No idea, if I'm honest. I think that's probably something that I should look up. So I get rid of all of these things up until the fissile fuel. And I can get rid of that. Oh, we need fluorite dust as well. Because this is the stuff that turns into polonium pellets once we've got... Oh wow, we need, what, 10 buckets of nuclear waste? Oof, okay. So, reactor. Fission Reactor, that looks like something we need. Port logic adapter. What's the difference between these two? Oh, I don't know. I'll just grab all of them. I should really look at the Draconic Evolution stuff as well. That looks really cool. Someone commented about it on my latest video, I think. The one that I just released today, which is 51. They look really cool. So I don't need this. Get rid of all of this stuff. That's just going to chug away, I think, right? Don't actually use too much of this fluorite. It's probably this yellow cake that's going to be the... I don't know. Stuff's pretty awesome. Anyway, let's go back into this. So I'm going to go look up a basic design for a fusion reactor, and then I'll be back. I kind of exploded my world. I didn't explode it. You know when the waste gets out there and everything goes green? Well, actually, on your screen it goes like pink, like reddish pink. And I had to restore a backup because, yeah, I didn't want to wait around for ages whilst that dissipated. Basically what I did was I set up a reactor thing, right? Wow, I did it over here. I did a 5x5, pushed all of the fissile fuel into it, put some water in it and everything. I set it all up nicely. And then I had a cable that went, or a pressurized tube, I think it's called. Went all the way up to the, above. That's not the one I wanted, up here. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's raining. Ooh. Okay, let me just sleep this away. There we go. So let's go back out here. I'll show you what I mean. So this is where where the pipe came up. Basically, it was like right here, which I don't have set up for my. Yeah, I'm not in range if I'm over here, so I had to keep coming back over here. But I set up a little platform for these things. I believe these need like access to the sun. Maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I put like 4 of them up here, and I had the cable come all the way up to the surface. And I didn't realise, but I had turned the reactor on for like a second and turned it back off just to see what it would do. It made some of that nuclear waste, and when you put a pipe on there, pressurized tube, it auto outputs into those tubes. And then I brought the tube all the way up to the surface here, and I had it configured a little bit wrong, so I broke it. So I restored a backup because everything was green and everything was red. So apologies if that like puts you off a little bit, but I still wanted to play in this area, so I had to do that. But anyway, let me go create a reactor because I want to create one before I finish this episode. And I'm going to think about the turbine. I think turbine might be next episode. I kind of don't want to put it in here anymore. I'm thinking about putting it in maybe the end or the nether. End's probably safer, right? Yeah, I'm thinking the end. Which, if we're going to do that, we might as well look at. I don't know if I can do this yet, but why am I going down here? I can just teleport. There we go. There's this thing called the Entangled Porter. One of these things, Quantum Entangle Porter. So that requires one of these and teleport cores, things like that. What these do, they're basically a Tesseract, if you think about it, but they can also do gases. So what I'm going to do is put one of these on my. I should really set a teleport point over here, and I want to face it this way. Oh, that's not it. That one. There we go. I can move that down if I wanted to. Why are these two the same? Did I overwrite one of them? No, it just had a weird desync, I think. So this one is, yeah, in this bit. So let me go back to that one, sorry. Yeah, there we go. So what I can do is put the Entangled Porter, again, I don't know what's going on, but mechanism stuff, the light, I think it must be to do with the feral flare lantern and mechanism stuff. It just does not want to react properly. But yeah, I'll put a Quantum Entangle Porter right here and get it to teleport the gases into the end and set up everything in the end. And that way I'll probably go quite far away in the end and set it up. And what I can do is also set another advanced dislocator there. I can teleport there whenever I want. So let me go set that up and I'll be right back. And there we go, we're in the end. And I did set up a teleport for this as well. So I realised you could, well, when I added this new one, no, go away, I don't want to look at you. When I added this new one here, it had like a blinky cursor. So you can actually rename these. And I think I asked that in a previous episode, like, why can't I rename these? Double click to rename. It says it if you hover over it. So I have got one of these now where I can just teleport straight home and teleport out there again. So we do need to set up all of the reactor stuff. So I'm going to bookmark all of this. I'll set up all of the recipes for it. And we'll be back once I've set something up. And we're back. I set up a little wireless transmitter network receiver doohickey over here because I wanted to, yeah, get this going and be able to access. I've set up all the autographs, so I shouldn't need to do much. I did have a thought. I don't really want the Enderman nicking stuff from this. I think it should be okay. Can I jump on that? I can. Nice. So this is going to be a 5x5, like I set up previously before I, yeah, made some mistakes. I probably should have shown the world before I did the backup, but I was worried I didn't have a backup. Luckily, it backed up literally as I stopped recording, so that's that was useful. Glass. So we need 9 on each side, minus 4. Minus 4, so 32. Half a stack. Cool. There you go, 32. And with this, I'm going to do a pot on each side. Everyone in the middle? Yeah, why not? That'll look nice. Not that we're going to be out here much. I always do the top bit last whenever I set one of these up. So that is going to be, you want to do it in a checkerboard pattern from what I remember, not like that. Come back here. But this is just a diddy reactor because we don't want too much of this nuclear waste after what it did. And then I did make too much of this, but I think I made the perfect amount, but then because of how the crafts work out, it made like 2 extra. So that wasn't me. I mean, it might have been me. It's probably me, right? Stick one of those there, one of those there, one of those there, and that one. Now we've got a reactor. We need an input. See, I've got my configurator on me. We need an input for water, which I had a plan, and that was to just dig right down. And there is water in this dimension. I'm not sure if it's like harmful water or something. What? What is this? Oh, this is beautiful. What the heck? Aura crystals. Ooh. Oh, it's this crystal shard stuff. Ah. Oh, sorry. I set stuff on fire when I look at it, so apologies, Enderman. And you. You were just there. Where did I come in? Right here. If you're looking for that crystal shard stuff, it's in the world. More dimensional ore. And there. We are underwater right now. So what I was going to do is come down a little bit. And then I'm going to this is so weird, so trippy, right? I thought it poisoned you, this stuff. Maybe that was just a weird like biome that I was in when I went in the water. But yeah, what my plan is, I've got a bunch of aqueous accumulators on me, and I'm going to set them up down here. I don't know if that'll be enough. Probably won't. But what I can do is, again, checkerboard. they have such a satisfying sort of noise when you put them down. It's so nice. And then I've got a bunch of these cables. Well, not cables, what are they called? Pipes. Mechanical pipes. So now I'll have to set all of these to export. I'm hoping this will be enough water. Also, if it's not, this might be enough aqueous accumulator, because what we can do is make... Oh, come on. There we go. We can make the upgrades, because if you look in the aqueous accumulator, they do have an augment slot, so we can put some upgrades in here. Might get a few more buckets out of it that way. Now we just need to bring this all the way up. That is a lot of water it's got right there. That's good. That filled up way quicker than I was expecting actually, so that's nice. This takes a lot of water. In fact, I'm going to make some of those components. Get those auto-crafted. And when these are done, I wonder what it is for the other things for the aqueous accumulator. I don't know. I think these will be enough though. Times 4, so it makes 4 times the amount of water, I'm guessing. And this does seem to be going up quite quickly. These pipes can do like quite a lot. I don't know if they're better than, like with one output, I don't know if they're better than the ultimate pipe upgrade. Ooh, I kind of want that. Mine. Foam finger hat. A lot of hats out here I could probably nick off people. Cool. So this thing here, you are just in the way, so sorry. This thing here, I can pop it right there. Set it to fissile fuel. It won't be pushing out because I haven't actually set this. That's the out. Yeah, so output should be back. And I haven't set the where is it? Mech room teleport there. Need to set the output on this to be the front. Gases. That is the front. Oh, because the front's the other side. Okay, output is that way. So now that should. Oh crap! It's not chunk loaded, is it? What? Why are you not? Oh, did I not set you? Oh, I know what's going on. Right. First things first, let me just chunk load this area. Ooh, I'm not sure what it's going to do if... Okay, let's just do all of these. I know we're running out of chunks now, but that's fine. This isn't chunk loaded. Got ya. Ooh, we've got 2 left. Right, so that is... should be going into this. I mean, it did get rid of the fissile fuel, so I'm not exactly sure where that's going. Yeah, it says it in there, fissile fuel. Anyway, let's see if that's actually in this one. Fissile fuel. Output out the back, please. Force eject. There we go. That should be... Why are you not going out the back? Oh, I have an idea why. Gases, top. Let's get rid of all of these. And we probably need some of the pressurized pipes, which I don't have any of right now. I mean, I can make some. Let's make some. I was going to go set the watercraft up for it. And there we go. Got the ultimate pipes. So let's put something like that. And then do I need to... Yeah, there we go. There's all my fissile fuel coming in. If I turn this on now, it will make some of the nasty stuff. So that's going to come out this side. And this is going to be output of the coolant. So this is going to create steam for us in this bit here. We're going to pump that steam into a turbine, which we'll probably set up in this dimension as well. Yeah, we got enough room, I think. Yeah, so about this area. Set a turbine here, and then yeah, that should make us some power and some of that horrible waste, nuclear waste, which then we can turn into this. In fact, what I was going to do is make one of these entanglers for waste. So nuclear waste. And this does have an internal buffer, I think. Yeah. And then we can use another, well, I've got another one on me, right? And that is because we can set another one up. We'll have to do it in the overworld because we need it to be daytime, and it's always nighttime in the end, I believe. Again, what I'll probably do is I'll fly off in one direction and get maybe 10,000 blocks away. I'll set up another one of these things. I'll just do a 1x1 chunk. Plop this down, set it to the nuclear waste, and yeah, get us some polonium going. Right, anyway, I think that's all we've got time for in this episode. Let's go back and have a look at our... Oh, wrong one. This one. So this is our tiny little nuclear reactor, which has got some fuel going into it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.